No Chris Sale this series. It'll be A.J. Smith-Shawver getting the start opposite Michael King. We send it to San Diego. Here's Karl Ravech.
Kevin, thank you very much. It is a scene here in San Diego, Petco Park, as we welcome you to the 2024 Wild Card Series, presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. Get internet how you want it. Oh, 44,000 likely to pack this building as they now welcome the Atlanta Braves off a brutal 24 hours in which they arrived last night, midnight time here in San Diego. The Padres a little more well-rested as a result. Their fans have sky-high expectations. They're talking about that 1998 team that won a World Series. They are built for a title. And tonight that journey begins against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming up, game 4 of 4. It's the Padres and Braves.
As the autumn sun sets, the wild card stage ignites.
There's so much on the line tonight. A wild one.
The stakes rage like flames, raw and fierce. Catch fire and forge your name in history.
World Series champs.
These boys of summer don't want to leave.
This one's not coming back. Not with the heat. Unbelievable.
The Braves.
The Braves battle their way back into the playoffs.
And the Padres.
Oh my goodness. It's a triple play.
Best of 3. Let them cook.
And we are just about set. Boy, the road teams have had a great start to this postseason, all 3 of them winning. Will the Braves follow suit as they get set for game 1 against the San Diego Padres? 89 wins regular season for Atlanta. They needed to go all the way down to the wire and win game 2 of a doubleheader yesterday. There is Manny Machado and the San Diego Padres' second most wins they've had in their franchise history. Welcome everybody inside our booth. Delighted to be here alongside Eduardo Perez, David Cohn, soon to be joined by Buster Olney. I'm Karl Ravech. This should be an unbelievable atmosphere. You talk about the Atlanta Braves, man, they can be down, they can be beat, they can be bruised and battered, and yet here they are playing in the postseason again for the 7th straight time. And they are doing it without Spencer Strider. Certainly a presumptive Cy Young candidate when the season were to start. Acuna Jr., MVP candidate. There is no Austin Riley. And of course, in the last 24 hours, we learned there's going to be no Chris Sale. He's got back spasms. Manager told us he woke up today and felt a little bit better, but he is not on the wild card roster. That being said, they got some familiar names who've helped carry them in yesterday, game 2, no exception.
20 years of experience between Marcell Ozuna and Ozzie Albies combined, and in those years, 12 years of postseason experience. Ozzie Albies himself, in the 8 years that he's played, it's been 7 postseasons. This is what he lives for. This is what he wants. 160 at-bats he's had in his career, continuing to add to it, and he was a major part of it yesterday. And if they are to move along, they have to be a major part of it again.
They do. Look, when you look at Atlanta, when they are healthy and complete, the Padres are a little bit of a mirror image of what they got. Superstars, they got young guys, they got veterans, and they have pitching up and down. They also have struggled at times during the year. San Diego was 50 and 49 at the All-Star break. Since then, only the best record in baseball at 43 and 20. They won the trade deadline with the acquisitions they made, especially in the bullpen. They've won a lot of trades, and the guy that's going to be on the mound tonight is one of those guys, Michael King.
Yeah, A.J. Preller's not afraid to make a move. Maybe the most aggressive GM in the business. Michael King, his first real shot in the big leagues to be a major league starting pitcher. he responded with a top 10 effort, a 4.1 WAR ranking according to Baseball Reference, a 200 strikeout season, which is a monster season in your first full year as a Major League starter.
He's a 29-year-old, and he will be opposed by an even younger kid, 21-year-old A.J. Smith-Shawver. It's game one, always a critical game in a best out of three. Braves and the Padres, Petco on a beautiful night. We'll start right after this. The 2024 Wild Card Series is presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. Get internet how you want it. What a moment for Michael King. He steps on the mound. The two managers currently at home plate, just going over the ground rules here at Petco. Before we start, let's get it down to Buster.
Yeah, Carl, last November, Padres owner Peter Seidler passed away at the age of 63, but he continues to have a presence here because it was Seidler's decision to push the team's payroll and to add stars like Manny Machado, Yu Darvish, Xander Bogaerts. He was criticized within the industry about that, but he said to me, look, we'll be fine. He was focused on building a great team, an exciting team for fans here in San Diego. And as Mike Schilt, the Padres manager, told us before, every game here, Carl, is like a party.
Yeah, there's a poster with Seidler inside Schilt's office on which it says, 1 year soon, the baseball gods will smile on San Diego Padres, and we will have a parade. We'll see if this is the year for that as we take a look at tonight's starting lineup. They're brought to you by Cologuard. See more information at Cologuard.com. Eduardo's already talked about the impact that Albies is now having, hitting strictly from the right side. Ozuna, a big hit after getting talked to by Eddie Perez. Not this Eddie Perez, but that Eddie Perez with the Braves. Down the bottom of the order, it's kind of Travis d'Arnaud one night and Murphy another night, right?
Yeah, and it really depends a lot on not even who's on the mound, it's just the feel. And because you have a youngster on the mound, they decided to go with Travis d'Arnaud, who had caught him earlier in his only start of the season.
Now, you talk about the evolution of a pitcher. Michael King actually pitched in the postseason on this field in front of nobody. That was during the pandemic. He threw to Kyle Higashioka then. He's throwing to him now. How else has he changed since then?
Well, he has really kind of perfected two different kinds of fastballs, a four-seamer and a sinker two-seamer, and a changeup off of that. So he throws extremely across his body. He gets a lot of movement on his pitches. The command is there. At times, he can really just carve up the corners with all of his pitches.
He has 30 or more strikeouts, does King, using 4 different pitches. And over the course of the year, over 200 strikeouts. Logan Gilbert, Cutter Crawford, and Zach Wheeler are the other 3 who have 30 or more strikeouts using 4 different pitches. We'll start with Michael Harris, and underway. The first pitch is in there. A sinker at 95 to Harris, the center fielder.